Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this 5 amazing facts about WrestleMania 34 video. There's some really interesting stuff that happened last night, and as a result, there's some really interesting facts. One of which is that 10-year-old Nicholas, who is probably the biggest wrestling superstar in the world right now, current Raw Tag Team Champion, alongside Braun Strowman, is officially the youngest ever champion, unsurprisingly, in WWE. Well, apparently he is the son of John Cone, who was the referee in that match between Braun Strowman and Nicholas against The Bar. So it doesn't look like Braun Strowman actually just selected someone by chance. It looks like this was predetermined, which I suppose isn't a surprise considering that would have been a complete health and safety nightmare. However you want to carve this up, a 10-year-old is still one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. Some other amazing facts though, I can tell you that last night, because Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar was the final match, Roman Reigns has now equaled Hulk Hogan's record of headlining 4 WrestleManias in a row. It was really important as to what that final match was going to be. Because it's Roman, he's equaled that record. So next year, he could beat that record. I don't think it's unreasonable to think that Roman will headline next year's WrestleMania. No idea as to who that will be against. Maybe Brock Lesnar again for a third time. Although maybe not after the crowd reaction last night. But still, that's a very cool record to have. Undertaker defeating John Cena last night means the Undertaker is now 24-2 at WrestleMania. But more than that, that victory was Undertaker's quickest WrestleMania victory ever. It came in at 2 minutes 45. The Undertaker beat John Cena in 2 minutes 45. It took one tombstone. I do struggle with that match. Does feel like, you know, probably wasn't... maybe John Cena just had a few too many beers because he had been sat ringside watching the action. So maybe he wasn't in, you know, tip-top shape. But yeah, 2 minutes 45. Undertaker's previous quickest match was actually against Jimmy Superfly Snuka back in 1991. That took about 5 minutes for Undertaker to win. So you're going back to Undertaker's first WrestleMania match at that point. So yeah, last night was a milestone for the Undertaker. Very, very cool that he managed to put away John Cena in 2 minutes 45. How about this one? Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles is the only matchup to have happened on New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom and WrestleMania. I can tell you that at Wrestle Kingdom 10, Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles resulted in Shinsuke Nakamura winning. But last night at WrestleMania 34, it was AJ Styles that got the victory. So really, they are one apiece. The series is drawn. So if they do have another match, that will be winner takes all. So really, you know, the spoils are shared at this point. It would be very cool if WWE did that match in the future one more time to determine who is the victor of that feud. Charlotte versus Asuka was the first of the 2 singles women's matches to be shown on the main card. And as a result, I can tell you that that match is the first women's singles match to be shown at WrestleMania on the main card for 11 years. There had not been a one-on-one women's match on the WrestleMania card since WrestleMania 23. That was a Lumberjill match, and it was Melina versus Ashley, which wasn't a classic. Although you could argue that Charlotte Flair versus Asuka last night certainly was. championship versus streak, and that ending was very, very shocking. The final fact that I have for you is that none of the singles male title holders last year coming into WrestleMania 33 were on the card this year. That is amazing. If you think about the Universal Champion last year, that was Goldberg. Obviously, he wasn't competing at this year's event. Last year's WWE Champion was Bray Wyatt. He wasn't advertised on the card. He did appear, but he wasn't actually in the match. So doesn't count. Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose, obviously out injured at the moment. United States Champion last year was Chris Jericho, who wasn't on the card at all this year. And last year, the Cruiserweight Champion was Neville, who hasn't been seen since the end of 2017. So yeah, incredible that not only were none of those guys champions this time around, they weren't on the card at all. So yeah, some amazing facts there for you. I know there's loads more. I can tell you that, for example, this year's WrestleMania had over 3,000 more people in attendance than they managed to achieve in the same venue at WrestleMania 30. So yeah, it was a bigger crowd than Yeselmania 4 years ago. Let me know your thoughts about these facts and last night's event in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, hit the subscribe, all of that good stuff, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.